Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present my presentation for midterm child sociolinguistic. Today I would like to discuss about diglosia and dialect, but before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Zaini David Dasliar, and without even further ado, let's get started the presentation now. Diglosia. What is diglosia? Diglosia refers to the situation where two distinct linguistic varieties exist side by side, each with its specific functions and context of use. These varieties are not separate languages, nor are they more dialects of the same language. Instead, they represent different registers of style. The high variety or age is typically associated with formal context, education, literature, and official communication. The low variety or L is used in everyday conversation, informal settings, and practical communication. Characteristic of diglosia. First is functional separation. The H and L varieties have specific use. H for formal context like education and government, while L is for informal settings and everyday conversation. Second, prestige and stigma. The H variety is seen as the prestigious form, while the L variety is often stigmatized and associated with lower social classes. And last is native competence. Speakers are typically native in the L variety, but must learn the H variety through formal education and training. Example of diglosia. First, Arabic diglosia. One of the most well-known examples is Arabic diglosia. In Arabic-speaking communities, classical Arabic or H is used for religious texts, literature, and formal occasion, while the spoken dialects or L are used in everyday conversation. Second, Tamil diglosia. In Tamil-speaking regions, classical Tamil or H is the literary form used in ancient texts and formal writing, while spoken Tamil dialects or L is used in daily communication. Types of diglosia. Double overlapping diglosia. Both varieties are used simultaneously, but each has specific functions. For example, classical Arabic and colloquial Arabic. Second, double-nested diglosia. A more complex situation where one variety, for example, H1 is used in formal context, while another example, H2 is reserved for religious or specialized purposes. And last, linear polyglossia. A linear hierarchy or varieties where one variety is considered more prestigious than the others. Sociological factors and diglosia. Diglosia often reflects social hierarchies, class distinction, and power dynamics. The choice of variety depends on factors like caste, class, education, and social status. Unfortunately, diglosia can unintentionally exclude certain communities and perpetuate discrimination. Dialect. What is dialect? Dialect is a form of language that is spoken in a particular part of the country or by a specific group of people. Dialects differ from other varieties of the same language based on features of phonology or pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. This linguistic variation might arise due to geographical separation or social factors. For example, regional dialects in English contain distinct words, grammar rules, and pronunciation patterns. Type of dialects. Douglas Bieber distinguished two main kinds of dialects in linguistics. First, geographic dialect or regional dialect. Second is social dialect. Geographic or regional dialects are varieties associated with speakers living in a particular location, while social dialects are varieties associated with speakers belonging to a given demographic group. Regional dialect. A regional dialect is a distinct form of language spoken in a particular geographical area, also known as regiolect and topolect. Regional dialect is a variety of language that is spoken in a geographical area for many hundreds of years, as seen in the differences in pronunciation, in the choices and form of word and syntax. All languages vary in geographic or regional dialects. Grammar differences. I have two sentences for British and American. For British, I've lost my key. Have you seen it? For the American, I have lost my key. Have you seen it? And different vocabulary. In the United States, it's called movie, but in Great Britain, it's called cinema. In United States, it's called holiday. In Great Britain, it's called vacation. In United States, it's called sweet, but in Great Britain, it's called candy. Social dialects. A social dialect is a variety of language that reflects social variation in language use according to certain factors related to the social group of speakers such as education, occupation, income level, etc. Social dialect, also known as sociolect. According to Peter Churchill, sociolect is a variety which is thought of as being related to its speaker's social background rather than geographical background. How languages vary in social dialect. Language variation due to educational background. Well-educated people's language is formal, appropriate, grammatically correct, talk like a book. But less educated people's language is more casual, sometimes ungrammatical, infrequent words in speech. Example of dialects. Britain English dialects. Within the United Kingdom, various dialects exist, such as Geordie, spoken in Newcastle, Scouse, spoken in Liverpool, and Cockney, spoken in London. American English dialects. In the United States, dialects include Southern American English, New York City English, and Appalachian English. African American Vernacular English, or AAVE. AAVE is a distinct dialect spoken by African American communities. Criteria for identifying dialects. First, geographical variation. Dialects often emerge due to geographical separation. People in different regions develop distinct linguistic features. Second, social variation. Social factors such as class, ethnicity, and education influence dialect variation. Social dialects can exist within the same geographical area. Third, phonological differences. Pronunciation variation or phonemes are common across dialects. For example, British English and American English have different vowel sounds. Fourth, lexical differences. Vocabulary choices can vary significantly. Words for the same concept may differ between dialects. For example, truck versus lorry. And last is grammatical differences. Syntax and grammar rules may diverge. For instance, some dialects use double negative for emphasis. I don't know nothing. Linguistic perspective. Sociolinguists study how dialects relate to social identity, power dynamics, and communication patterns. Dialects can be markers of regional pride, cultural heritage, or social class. Code switching occurs when speakers switch between dialects or languages based on context, for example, using formal language at work and informal language with friends. The importance of preserving dialects. First is cultural identity. Dialects are an integral part of cultural heritage, reflecting the unique histories and tradition of communities. Second, linguistic diversity. Preserving dialects help maintain the richness and diversity of language, preventing linguistic homogenization. And last is linguistic research. Studying dialects provide valuable insight into the evolution and structure of languages, benefiting linguistic research. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you for joining me and watching my presentation. I hope you can get useful knowledge from this presentation. Good luck for you and bye bye.